Have you realized that your attention is the most precious resource you have, more than your money, more than anything? All the time during your day, everything is trying to call for your attention. You have bright lights, you have in the screens especially, you are exposed to continuous advertisement, probably thousands of advertisement a day. And everything and everyone wants something from you. So everyone is fighting for your attention. But what's happening with your attention? This impact is so profound that you may pick your phone to write a message to someone, and you may find yourself 40 minutes later, you've been just scrolling, checking on stuff that you're not even interested in it. Do you realize how important it is and the consequences of actually be able to train your mind? Most people don't know you can train your mind. Have you ever noticed that it doesn't matter how well you do in life? If you cannot control your attention, you will be miserable no matter what. Even when you get all the money that you're hoping to have one day, or the respect of other people, the interest of other people, whenever you get all your perfect scenario, all the things you're making effort to finally get things to be the way you want, here's the unfortunate hard truth. If your attention is not stable, you cannot enjoy the moment. Your mind will just go away. So you will be, just as a joke, you will be in a mansion, having 5 cars, having a lot of success in the world, having a lot of followers, whatever is the thing you think it will make you happy. And even when you succeed with that, the enjoyment will be very, very minimal, because you will be worried about some other stuff. You will still pick up your phone and you will be distracted in paradise, so to say. So even when things go your way, which both of us know that's normally not how it happens, but even in the best case, you're nothing without your attention. So for example, in classical teachings, your mind, it is normally equated to an elephant. This, for example, is a book that I recommend if you're interested in how to do this. And you're riding this elephant, and this elephant is most of the time doing what it wants. It's very important that you get to honestly recognize that to yourself. Most of the time, you cannot control your mind at all. If you would really understand, I wanted to do this and I did that. If you start understanding all these contradictory patterns in what you feel and what you think and what you do, you will start noticing you have no control over your mind. And this is the first step. It may feel a little hard, but it's very important that you realize that without your attention, your life doesn't make any sense. Without your attention, it doesn't matter what happens even. You will be always a victim of what happens. And things will trigger your attention out of you. You won't have control of your attention. Someone says something mean to you, and even when you go, imagine, before going on a trip, someone is mean to you, and someone tells you, I don't know, sometimes it's a family member, but it could be your boss. Someone makes a comment on you that really kind of hurts you. And after planning these vacations for a very long time, you go on vacations, and even you're in this place, you made such an effort, you spend so much money getting that vacations, you still feel hurt. You cannot get out of your head these voices of these conversations of you, I should have said that, I will say that, and maybe you even texting them and trying to keep on with the fight. Do you understand what I mean? It's nothing else matters if you don't have your attention. The good news is you can absolutely train this, and most people don't even know. They don't have the information. That's exactly what I'm here. And if you don't know where to start, I always recommend this book, The Attention Revolution by Alan Wallace. It's about meditation, because meditation is basically just all about your attention, is doing this process. And it tells you of 10 stages on how you little by little get to do that. Because that's the mistake most people do. When you try to control your attention, for example, in school, you were told, pay attention to this, you have to study, just focus. Or at your job, like, stop checking social media and actually do your job. Or you're in a meeting, you have to pay attention to what is said, but you can't. Why? Because your mind's a wild elephant, and it goes all around. But so the reaction for most people is like, okay, I'm going to try to force out this elephant to be paying attention. And we do something that is called concentration in a forceful way. And you try to say, okay, I'm going to sit and concentrate. Well, hopefully you felt that this is actually really not working. And you really notice this when you practice meditation. You sit to meditate on your breath, for example. You could meditate on anything. But as an example, you could meditate on your breath. And if you try hard to concentrate on your breath, you can avoid, after a few moments, to be lost again. Why? Because you're just pushing yourself. You're fighting yourself, though. You cannot find stability. Stability is gained by being effortless. This is the part. You're nice with the elephant. The elephant, in this case, being your mind and all the distractions that you don't choose, and you get to do this thing. You smoke more than you should. You drink more than you should. You play video games more than you should be playing video games, or whatever it is. Your mind is not your enemy. So you cannot force it. You cannot pick that elephant from the ears and try to pull it back on track wherever you want. It just doesn't work. The elephant is way stronger than you. That's why you fail. Changing habits and getting the best of you. And you fail after the resolutions every year. Things just end up being more or less the same. Because we have this idea you have to force the elephant. By going through these stages, by sitting to meditate and learn to rest your attention, and whenever distraction comes, you let it go. It is the equivalent to being on a gym. You wouldn't tell someone, go for training and you want to lose weight and maybe have a beautiful six-pack or whatever it is. And you're just not going to have that on the first day. The very fact that you will try and you will feel disappointed on you because you don't have a six-pack after 3 days, let's say, it's just ignorance. It's because you don't understand the process. Someone will come and tell you, here's the thing, being realistic, considering you make this diet and you do this amount of exercise, you could certainly get there after these months, probably. And the same thing with your attention. You can be free from all this distraction if you do certain training in certain way. That's what I'm here for. That's what all these books are for. And hopefully you find more resources. But unfortunately, there is not enough. That's why I had to go out and make a YouTube channel about it. And this will transform your life all around. It will give you access to actually being peaceful and not being triggered by circumstances outside of yourself or even emotions inside of yourself. At the higher stages in this process, when it's a 10 stages process. And when you are around 8 stage, but especially, of course, when you get to 10 stage 10, it's not that you can just rest your attention just for a few seconds, as people do. It's not even a few minutes. It's for hours. Not just controlling a little bit, hours. Imagine how your life will dramatically change in quality if you were able to, when you're at work, you're completely into work. You're so into work that you're actually enjoying it. And you feel fine with it. You're not fighting in your mind. I wish I would be doing something different. No, you're so into it that it's joyful to do it, like someone playing a game. The same thing with your relationships. Whatever you will put your super beam of attention, you will just figure out any problem. You will get through things. You at some point you start feeling, okay, there's nothing life can throw at me that I cannot manage. Of course, we'll throw you some tsunamis here and there from now, but you just feel that you can surf the tsunami. You feel as long as you're actually can rest your attention effortlessly, you will be in balance. And no matter how hard it is, you still go back into balance. And that peace, you deserve to live from that peace. It's just living scattered. That's the thing that you don't deserve like that. And that's suffering. That is feeling lonely and feeling miserable. All these negative emotions and states you have inside sometimes. Hopefully sometimes. All that is because your inner world, your attention is completely distracted. That's why you sit to meditate. And you little by little understand how to balance it out, how to rest your attention in the object, and so on. You will be able to undo all these patterns, all these compulsive patterns that are managing your life, and you don't even want it. You don't know why you do certain things. You just do it, and you cannot help it. So there's a solution for this. This is the point of this video. There's a solution. Sit, train, meditate. You can train your attention to be completely stable and focused, free of distraction. People nowadays complain all the time that they have some sort of attention deficit. And it is true because we train our mind to be constantly distracted. But the powerful thing to realize is that you can actually change it by just spending some time in your day to actually, would do like would you do with the gym or something like that. You actually have to spend time with it. And little by little, it will grow in you. It's not an effort. It will just help you learn how to rest again in an unlimited amount of peace and contentment. And going back to that balance over and over and over and over, at some point you will realize that you can live your life fully at peace. I wish you no less than that. But you will have to detox your mind from distraction. That's why I suggest you to sit and meditate. Pick a book like this, do anything. I offer resources, but just do any of them. Start from there. And when you meditate every day, and if you for some reason feel stuck, just write me. Contact me and tell me, hey, I'm stuck, and I will help you. Okay?